Mrs. Hugenboom already talked to you about relief sculptures. This is a relief sculpture right here. You can see how it's decorated on one side, but it's not meant to be viewed from the back, so only one side is important. On the other hand, I could look at this Funko Pop sculpture. It's meant to be viewed from all the sides. That's why it's decorated, every side. I also have a friend who makes these amazing recycled art sculptures. You can see this guy has forks for feet, a spoon for the beak. He's got spoons on his tail, every part of him. This is called an in the round sculpture. In the round sculptures are meant to be seen from all different angles. We're going to be making an in the round sculpture today using other recycled materials.
The first option I'm going to show you today is how to use cardboard to make this intersecting abstract sculpture. If we take the ideas from this sculpture and add toilet paper tubes, we can make something totally different. Step 1, you're going to need to find some cardboard, rifle through some of your recycling, and try to find pieces that might be thick and thin. You might even look for ones with some color, like this one. Step 2, cut your cardboard into smaller pieces so it's easier to work with. Once you have that ready, use any art supply to draw the shape that you would like to use in your sculpture. You'll want to cut this out along the lines, and if you don't have great scissors, you can maybe even tear certain shapes or have a grown-up or an adult help you with this step. You'll need to add some slices through the middle, only cut halfway. Once you've got all your pieces cut out, I would paint them first if you were going to paint or color them, but I'm just going to go ahead and start assembling these. Wherever you have a slice, you can either just clip that on, slide it through another piece anywhere. If you want to intersect them, you can take the two slices and crisscross them. Literally let the two slices slide into each other, and it almost looks like it's completely cut through. But you'll start adding pieces on here, so you can really cut your shapes into any abstract design and just start sliding them on. This one is made of thick cardboard and thin cardboard. Sometimes the thin one has more interesting colors on it than the thick one, like cereal boxes, for instance, are really colorful. But because it's abstract, it doesn't have to look any certain way. It's just made to be interesting to look at. It can even stand up. And the funnest part of this is you can take it apart and put it back together in as many different ways or styles as you want. Most importantly, when you're done and you have it the way you like it, don't forget to snap us a picture and show us what it looks like. If you have some toilet paper tubes and possibly even some paper towel tubes, you may want to try your skills at this castle. If you want to make the castle in the video, it's a little bit trickier, but the same ideas apply. You're going to need some rectangles of different sizes. You're going to need some tubes. To get my turret, which is this circular piece to connect to the wall of my castle, I'm going to need to make a slit. Now I made mine thick because my cardboard is really thick here, but you'll notice that I haven't cut as tall as what the cardboard is. Through some trials, I've realized that it's helpful to have each piece get a slit. So I'm going up and leaving just about an inch. It doesn't really matter, but this one's going to get a cut too. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut down a portion on this wall and down a little bit on this wall. And what will happen is when I slide this piece forward, when I slide this piece up, just like we did before, where those two slices intersect, right there, they lock together. So now this piece can stand on its own. I can tell from this last thing I have all my walls put together, but this one, I need this wall connected to this turret, so I need to make one more slice up this wall, and then I'll be ready to add more designs. I've drawn some decorations on the front of my castle. I'm going to cut these out. I learned from experience that it's much easier to cut these pieces out before you put the turrets on. So either take the turrets off and do it, or just be careful and take your time. To make the decorations for the turret, to make these top little pieces that make it really look like a castle, what you need to do is you need to take your scissors and you just want to cut in. This is the sharpest part of the scissors. Make sure you're just slicing in the same amount as best as you can all the way around the top, so you're sticking your scissors in. I like to actually fold these back so I can cut them off nicely. So there's one. I'm going to skip, so you cut, skip, cut. So if you follow that pattern, so cut, skip, hopefully I need to make one more cut here so my pattern stays the same. Now I've got this pattern that goes all the way around. To make sure that it can attach to my turret, I need to add some slices. So I'm going to squeeze it a little bit to make sure I'm cutting through both sides. And I can make it go as much as I want, as deep as I want. And now this one is ready to go with these. I've taken apart my castle wall to do this part, but you're going to be able to see what this looks like. I'm going to find my slit. It's going to slide inside the tube. So you just kind of open up your tube, slide it down, and then you can fan it out so it fits on here. When you're finished, you can use any kind of art supply to decorate your castle. You can even add characters, but don't forget to take your picture and send it to us when you're done.